Man, got a 2005 Volkswagen Touareg. Yeah, it's a V6 SUV, and we're doing the upper control on, which is, as you can see. So I'm moving it, moving the tire right here, right? So let's see. I don't know if you can see that right there, and that bushing right there. Anyway, the bushings are bad, right? So you got to take out the strut assembly, as you can see. Yeah, you got to. Yeah. You know what? I wonder. Okay, so anyways, I'm looking at all data, and it was saying you gotta fucking take out the strut assembly, and I'm sitting here looking at it like up control on. I might be able to take out that bolt, this right here, and just take up and replace and just pop the new one in. Now this right here is already broken off, and then you know, he said it's like a 4-hour job, talking about you got to take out the fucking strut, and maybe you do, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do it without removing the entire strut assembly, because if we do, there's like 3 bolts right here. That one is gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, it was a pain in the ass finding it, but I had to pull off the brake reservoir. You just pull it up really hard, you know what I'm saying? It's just held in right there by these. It just goes right in those black grommets. But let's see, the bolt is right to the side. Let me see if I can get you a better picture. So there's bolt number 1, number 2, and the third one is right here. Right there. See right to the left of the master cylinder? Right there. That's it right there. And so all you got to do is pull off the reservoir, you know what I'm saying, the brake reservoir, and to get to it. But I was about to remove the whole damn reservoir. As you can see, I got it unbolted. But you don't have to do all that. All you got to do is just pull off the reservoir. And this right here, to you know, if you want to move this up to get a little better view, there's 2 bolts. It's like a T20 right there, another T20 right here, and I just put a little bungee cord just to keep it out my way. But those are the 3 bolts that you might have to remove to get the strut out if I can't do this little shortcut. So we're gonna try to do this shortcut, see what happens. And you know what I'm saying, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. But we gonna try to do this shit the easy way though. So as you can see, I got both of the bolts out here. They 16 millimeters. Both ends are 16 millimeters. 16 and 16. So I could take this out, right? So check this out. Here's the thing though. So this has a lot of room right here. This is no problem. This one right here wanted to hit against the coil. So it wanted to go back at an angle. Now to get the bolt out, it got to come out straight. So what I did is I used this pick to hold it straight instead, because it wants to kind of go back and then you won't be able to get it out. So I just held it like that with this pick, and then I hit it with the air hammer that way. You know? So you can see where I hit it right there. But you know, I'm hitting it like that, but it kind of wants to go backwards. If it goes backwards, it won't come out. So you got to kind of hold it straight and then hit it sideways. So in order to prevent it from going backwards, I just held it with a pick like that. And you don't have to remove the strut tower. So you don't have to take out the 3 bolts up top. You don't have to do none of that. All you got to do is take out this bolt right here, hit this with a hammer, take these 2 bolts out, you know, and just get that bolt out. That's it. And then, you know, now this right here was already broken off. That is the sensor, the level sensor, which is right there. So there's my girlfriend's car. She's gonna need another one of these. Well, my girlfriend's son actually, but so I guess she's gonna need another sensor right here, or if I can just maybe rig that up, maybe, because there's a bolt right there. I'll figure that out in a second. Might be able to rig that up. Anyways, so now what I did do, I did take out this bottom piece, right? And so what I did is I pulled it forward a little bit, so that you know, to give me a little wiggle room, and then I was able to get it out. So you don't have to remove the entire strut like I've seen a lot of people doing. So this is the driver's side, and that, you know, took less than what, 30 minutes, and all data says it takes 4 hours. So you know what I'm saying, you want to keep getting them pro tips, you know, getting the shortcuts, you know what I'm saying, getting the easy way, not the hard way. You know what I'm saying, we can do this one of 2 ways. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. In the words of the booty warrior, Fleece Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to keep getting these pro tips, figure out how to do this the easy way, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Peace. I ain't gonna end it there yet. Okay, so they interchangeable on each side. So in order to get this, you got to transfer this right here. So in order to get it out, you got this, which is going inside here. So I took long punch, hit it right there, boom, tapped it on top. This will come out the bottom. Then squeeze these things right here, and it'll come out the bottom. You know, so I just use a pair of pliers. So I'm gonna transfer that, put it in here, and then put your little thing in there, and then we'll slide it back in. All right, baby. So you see, I got the bolt in, and so all that is, it takes 4 hours. You got to take out this entire strut. You know what I'm saying? Take this sensor off. You know, you got to disconnect this right here. Take that bolt out. Then the hardest part is, you know, if you do that, is them 3 bolts on the top, because you got to take off all this. Well, it's not that, you know what I'm saying? It's just you got to take off that reservoir, remove this, you know, top cover and stuff like that. But that's kind of time consuming. So I was able to do this like 30 minutes. The only trick is, you know, when you get these in, is I kind of just held the bolt, you know, with my little pick, and then while I'm doing that, I use the strut right here, you know what I'm saying, and I push the bolt in the hole. So you just got to make sure before you put the bolt in, you know what I'm saying, your holes lined up. So just, you know, just look up there, get your holes lined up before, you know, get your bolt in, just get the head in, and then you can hold it like this right here, you know what I'm saying, use a pry bar, push it in. And also, you know what I'm saying, I use the long extension on the air hammer, and then I would come in like this. Just came in like this and kind of come through here and just hit it on the back of the head while I was right here and tap it like that. But you can do that, you know what I'm saying, with a pry bar, like a long punch or something like that, same thing. But it's not that hard. All you gotta do is just line up the control arm and boom, the bolts will slide right in there. But you know what I'm saying, everybody else, all the other videos I seen, you know, they was taking the brake lines off, taking out the whole entire strut, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire strut assembly, which is very time consuming. and it's a way more labor. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do this like 30 minutes. Well, it took me long because I was about to take out the entire strut assembly, but then I said, hey, I think I can, you know, I started to do it and I said, man, that's a lot of work. I ain't trying to do all that. You know, so I'm trying to work smart, not hard. So it's like, you know, take these out right here. That's it. Take this out. They slide right out. You know, just like any other control arm, like on same thing, like just like on a Honda Civic or Accord or something like that. You know, it's but you don't have to take out the whole entire strut assembly. So boom, that's proof right here. You do it without it. I'm gonna do the other side, show you the video too.